Yeah, I'm very proud to be back here. It's a testimony to the team that are here. Aidan was involved back in the early days when we came here first. He was very supportive of us, and it's nice to be able to give something back. I think the New Frontiers program is very, very positive. So I think the sponsorship and the prize, the prize fund and the assistance is fantastic.
Bridgewater are a nationally based consultancy group, and we've been privileged to be working quite closely with this cohort. Further to that, we've also been in a position to support them through an award, which again we're delighted to back small businesses that are looking at international markets and that are looking towards having an extensive growth and scaling strategy into the future.
Today we'll be looking out for a bit of passion on the candidates, looking to describe their business, make sure it's a viable business, and there's a four panel members all from different backgrounds, so we'll all put our different slants to it, but ultimately have a bit of passion about their business and making sure it's viable for the long term.
We're looking forward to seeing strong business pitches and international businesnes where they can grow strongly on the back of some probably IP or something innovative that can make a significant difference and achieve high growth, which is really what we're all about here, and is what we want to do.
We are looking for a really well thought out company that really wants to excel in their chosen sector and industry. Ultimately, that they've thought of every angle and that they really understand their customer and their value proposition.
Something that demonstrates the ability to get off the island, to hit new markets, hit new technologies, because that's really where you can get a rapid growth and sustainable business.
Well, I think you have a very small market in Ireland, so we have to look outwards. We're an island economy. We've a small population, so if you're going to grow your business, you have to look to foreign markets.
Today, also another key area we could be looking at is moving away from the domestic market into the international market, especially with the old uncertainty around Brexit. So people are looking to go further afield, having the scalability to move it from a domestic business and bringing it right around to the world.
You're all very welcome indeed. Under the Institutes of Technology Act 2006, DKIT has an obligation and a remit to support the economic development of the region, and you probably know this. But that act put into law what in fact DKIT had been doing since 1989 through the activities of this Regional Development Centre. And this evening provides an opportunity for us to see some of the recipients of that support as they pitch their businesses to an esteemed panel of judges for a prize that will make a significant difference in the development of their business.
Good evening, everyone. I get inspired all the time. I'm not an entrepreneur, but getting to work with these guys is really inspirational and quite infectious, and keeps us really on our toes. And certainly when you look at these guys, the entrepreneurial spirit is alive and well in Ireland. When you look at these very dynamic and very determined entrepreneurs.
My name is Damien Clark. I'm here to present our company, Cookie. We looked at cookie and bacon products in both retail and wholesale and found similar customer pains. The biscuits and snack bar market is estimated to be valued at 104 billion worldwide, globally. It's the second largest and the fastest growing, only to be topped by chocolate confectionery. Irish and English home baking market has increased over the last number of years. Irish dry mix market alone is estimated to be worth 14 million. But what was interesting was that 20% of all baked at home products were in that cookie bracket. Looking at food service, the three main sectors in food service that were growing were coffee shop and cafe, quick service and fast casual. They're the fastest growing over the last 3 years. They're estimated to grow the fastest over the next 3 years. All value proposition. Let's stock one brand and optimize multiple profit lines. That's what we're looking for the stores. We offer a complete range of quality cookie product lines for retail, catering and wholesale to widen their offering and help them increase their profit return.
Scalability and getting out of the home and into something that gives you economies of scale. Can you talk to us a little bit about that?
We make one product. We package it slightly differently. So we take that product and we package it as a dry mix for retail, dry mix for wholesale, or as a formed cookie pellet that's frozen and is cooked in store. So from a scalability point of view, we've already done a bit of work as regards man hours would require, what machines are required from a point of view of scaling it up. We've worked out what our break-even point is. The second month of year two, we hit break-even, and then we hit profit by the end of year two. So once we're set up and running, the scalability is a massive necessity for us to get to those sort of milestones. And it's easily done because we don't do anything different than we've done originally, which is make the same product.
My name is Amanda Kierans and I'm the founder of Rain and Conquer. We're a modern family brand that designs and manufactures basics and accessories for kids and babies. We have two main target segments. Firstly, the direct consumer, so that's the mum, the parents, the person that's buying the gift, the grandparent, etc. And secondly, we have retail partners, so they're basically the stores or the target stores that we wish to stock our products. So lower margin, but much greater reach. So what's the main pain that we've identified? This is the main pain for both groups would be the same. It's a lack of design-led modern designs. So there's a lack of choice out there. So the solution and opportunity, well, first off, it is a lucrative industry. Obviously, it's competitive for that reason, but it's what's known as an evergreen industry. So even during the recession, sales increased by 17% in the UK and Ireland. And the continued growth of e-commerce really, I suppose, helps the business that I'm in at the moment. I'm part of a co-op in Dublin called KID. So it's 10 independent kids brands that came together basically to open up a collective. It's a design-led store up on the top floor of Pariscourt. Rain and Conquer is the top selling brand every month. We've been operating since June and there's been no exception to that. Brand awareness and social media following as well is increasing all the time. We've 8,000 followers on Facebook and 7,000 on Instagram. The orders are coming in, the requests are coming in from retailers, and it's very much reactive. The exception was Evoca. I targeted them, but every other retailer I have approached me. At this stage, it's about scaling up and growing the business to meet that demand.
I'm trying to get a sense of your lead time. So do you source all your product locally manufactured? Do you have to give a certain amount of quantity of orders for particular colour or design? And is there a danger of stock holdings in terms of going out of date?
No, and as much as possible, I'm trying to stay away from doing seasonal. I do have a seasonal collection for next summer, but as much as possible, I try to do a lot of kind of lifestyle, very Scandi kind of stuff that's not going to go out of fashion.
My name is Fran McKeown. I'm the managing director and owner of Irish Microgreens. Essentially, we grow up to 20 different varieties of what's called under an umbrella term microgreens. We grow them locally in Navan, County Meath, pesticide-free, herbicide-free, fungicide-free, rodenticide-free, as natural a way as possible. And we supply it into the food service and retail industry. And I'm delighted to say that the one thing I don't have a problem with is sales. I can't cope with the amount of sales that have come my way. I've been trading for about 14 months now. I've done a turnover of approximately €80,000 in that time, just as a sole trader. But my newly founded company, Irish Microgreens Limited, I expect to do 400,000 in its first year. So sales is absolutely not my issue. Production is where I have a problem. I have to do more of the same thing essentially. The market opportunity, as I said, we've solved the availability and the consistency issues for our customers. We now have the perfect opportunity to capitalise on a market which is exploding and has been exploding worldwide for this type of produce, but particularly in the first year or two in Ireland and the UK, but also to the rest of Europe, the Middle East and the United States.
How much additional investment do you need? Because if you're saying that the problem isn't sales here, the problem is fulfilling orders, yes. You know, it should be fairly reasonably, like if you have orders there to fulfill, you know, it should be reasonably straightforward to go and get investment to put that in place. So yeah. I'm just trying to get what is the scale of the investment you need to take this to?
Well, €100,000 would get me at a turnover of probably €1 million.
My name is David Moore and I'm the Managing Director of Visca Systems. Visca Systems designs specialist equipment for the medical device manufacturing industry. And what we really specialise in is achieving high accuracy processes, so manufacturing very small parts and making them very exactly for our customers. So the market opportunity we're looking after, first of all, is an R&D market, which includes R&D institutions and industrial R&D institutions worldwide. The reason being is because this is a maturing technology. Now, what's very interesting about the R&D market is that it's full of early adopters. They're already using this kind of technology. There's almost exponential increase in the use of this technology within academic research and medical research. Our value proposition then that we can bring to our customer as part of this is we're currently drafting 2 patents that we plan on filing, and that solves a couple of key problems. about using this technology to put textures on surfaces of medical devices. So the team that we have together, it's myself, I'm the MD. I have a PhD in engineering from DCU. I also have 10 years engineering experience in industry where I was building laser machinery, and have grown teams from 1 engineer up to 7, grown sales in the company from 100,000 to 700,000 over a period of 4 years, and managed projects up to about €500,000 in value.
You're saying that it's going to take a year of R&D to get this. You get your 100 grand, you buy your components, and you're saying it's a 12-month run in to get this product up and running. Have you factored in problems within that 12 month? Have you got headroom there already, or are you tight on that program?
If you were looking to get something that works, right? If I gave me the components today, 6 weeks, you'd have a working prototype, right? So there's plenty of headroom in that. Now look, there's software development. It's a big task as well in there, you know, so you're trying to see how far do you bring it, what your customer accepts so far. I suppose that in inches along that way, yeah.
My name is Jean-Jacques, so as Gareth said, I wish to introduce you Innovo company, who has developed a concept in shower enclosure. I wish to mention to you that I've worked for at least 14 years in the shower enclosure business, okay? So I know quite well shower enclosures and also Europe on that. When we estimate the potential of the shower enclosures within 5 markets in Europe at the moment, including Ireland, the sales potential is at less than 700 million euro. Okay, our team, so Peter Parson, which is experienced in operation and quality, Daisy Connor, which is a technical person and sales in Ireland, and myself as the MD. We all have experience in the same company, but more than 10 years experience in shower enclosures anyway.
And in terms of margin, you're obviously aiming non-retail. This is pure the woodies or the DIY merchants in Ireland. You're in terms of getting this type of margin, it's not going direct to the end user.
Usually, whether what it's called the professional sector, which include mixed merchant, distributors, wholesalers, and independent, and DIY group, you're talking about between 45% to 50% gross margin.
Frontiers, I've said it a few times, if you just forced me to put some sort of structure in what I was doing, I think I started off and just see what happens. I wouldn't have a business plan if it wasn't for Gareth and of course Martina. Thank you very much, and to everybody else, just congratulations. I'm delighted. I've been in great company as well, so yeah, delighted. Thank you.